The answer to whether or not bad people know they're being bad is going to be very disheartening. Most likely they feel justified in every single motion they take. I have seen this so black and white, so clearly. And I'm going to break it down for you. But I want you to keep that in mind. So when you are banging your head against the wall to make a point to your narcissist, toxic person, again, we don't care what you call them. But when you're banging your head against the point and you're getting nowhere, you'll understand why. You'll find with a person, I said bad in the title. I don't know if the title will stay that way, but when you are arguing with a person like that, you will find that they are defending, making excuses, making you understand. It's hardly ever, oh, is that how it came across to you? Okay, look, I'm jumping all over. I do it all the time. Let me back up. If a bad person, we'll just say bad for this video, if they ever have a glimmer where they're caught, confronted, challenged as to their belief of themselves, because you challenged them and said, how could you possibly behave that way? Don't you know that that's wrong, okay? It won't be the self-actualization you hope for. It sounds more like this. Well, take me or leave me. I am who I am. It is what it is. That's my favorite. I made a video on that once. It is what it is. I may be an awful person, but I was there for my family. What do you want me to do? Change at 50? Change at 60? Oh my God. The list goes on. Insert your own. You might have heard them today over coffee when you argued this very point. When you are trying to make clear to a toxic person, narcissist, bad person, the actions they took were not copacetic, were not nice, were way out of the line of what humanity should act like, no compassion, no respect, whatever. When you're trying to make that point, remember, you're coming from a point of view of a non-disordered person, a person who sees clearly, right, men? Sees clearly the dysfunction in what they've just bestowed upon you. You see it so clearly, it's black and white to you. And you're banging your head against the wall and you can't believe you're getting resistance. Of course you're getting resistance. We've talked about this plenty. They don't know there's anything wrong with them. And if you do get a little speck of anything, it's usually delivered like this. Off to the right, eyes up, they're not going to look at you. Well, I'm sorry if what I said hurt your feelings. Yeah, nice try, not an apology. Well, I'm sorry if you're so sensitive that you took that the wrong way. Putting the onus on me, the responsibility on me, so you do the bad thing and then you're going to blame me for feeling bad about it? Nice try, I'm on to you. And I want you to be on to them also, because these are all the comments you're going to get. They will not take the blame. They will not take the responsibility. They will not feel bad about it. They may feign apologies. They may feign, I'm sorry. More often than not, I've seen grudge holding. They're going to stand their ground and prove they're right. Oh, yeah? Well, how's that working for you? Because I see that you've alienated everybody around you with that behavior, and the only common denominator is you. So the off behavior is not everybody else. That's impossible. It's impossible. So you've cleared the way in your life from anyone and everyone who knows your real truth and the dysfunction that lies within the stories of why you're alienated, but you keep everybody at bay so then you can have your narrative in front of your new people, new life, new friends that don't go near these people, and you can let them know your side, this good side of you, and they're going to see all of this. And you're going to elect not to allow your dysfunction to come out and play on these people that you're trying to snow. I'm sorry, I see a bad person for who they are. And I've seen this too many times. All of these people see the bad person as this light, life of the party, magnanimous, benevolent, generous person. Yet there's a whole group of people over here what they have spit on. spit on. So you don't want to take ownership of that, so you just want to forget it. You just want to wall it off, not bring it into your new life, lest the new people find out how you treated these people. Yeah, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. And your grudge holdings doesn't show anything except uselessness. That does not show you're right in any way, shape, or form. It shows that you're limited. That's what it shows. You're limited. You can't even have a conversation with someone? How bad was it? How bad was it? That's the thing. I've seen people not talk over the dumbest things. But the toxic person in the not talking relationship certainly has a point. Oh, they'll maintain it till the end of time. And you hear the other person go, I have no idea why they could be that upset. Because you're not. The other person, I'm not. I didn't get that upset. I don't know what you're so in a tough about. I don't know that there's anything short of, to make me stop talking to someone, it's got to be a pretty big deal. And I mean like irrefutable, not your side, the truth side. No. Irrefutable, black and white, huge deal. Right? They stole from you. They flat out mistreated you. You know what I mean? Not just like, well, they said this word. Are you out of your mind? Oh yeah, I've seen grudge holding for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that bad person thinks they're righteous. And they don't think there's anything wrong with them taking that stance. And they don't think there's anything wrong with the way that they treated you. You made them mad that Saturday. They were entitled to cheat on you because, and again, my mind is going all the way now from friends, family, business partners, and romantic partners. So I'm all over the place with this bad people thing, right? But in a partnership, I had a right to cheat on you. You weren't giving me what I needed as a person. Or a friend, well, I had a right to stop talking to you because you know what I mean? Think about the bad person's stance. It usually is on like quicksand. And if they are a toxic, continuous bad person, you will in fact find what I just stated, which is a multitude of people with whom they do not have a relationship, with whom they should have a relationship. You'll find a bad person in the middle of family and friends. You'll find more than one family or friend in that circle that they've strained the relationship, broke the relationship, tested the relationship because they were being bad, mistreating people, went too far, weren't nice, grudge holded, smeared everybody behind their backs because it's everybody else's fault. A bad person thinks it's everybody else's fault. They're not enlightened. They're not sitting there going like I do. For example, I talked about it, I think last week. I used to have a temper. They're not sitting there going, yeah, no, I have to work on that. That's an awful quality. I can't stand it about myself. I want to make it go away, which I did. Took years, but I did it. A bad person, toxic person, narcissist, they're not doing that. They're going, well, you said this, and that person said this, and I had a right to do this, and did you hear what they said? And this is where it went wrong. And everything they say is rhetoric, no basis, not the point. They don't listen to you. They don't think there's anything wrong. They may feign I'm sorry. They may say I'm sorry, but they're not feeling apologetic. They feel you're wrong. And if they say sorry, it's to manipulate you to start talking to them again or to get back in their good graces. They don't feel it. And the second you challenge their apology, woo, they're going to go off. They're going to go off and say, why, how dare you, and I apologize. Try it. A bad person does not know they're bad. I really don't think that they know that they're bad. They don't think there's anything wrong with them. They see it as everyone else. They even say things like, well, it's my luck. Woe is me. I keep having all these kinds of people in my life. Never seeing that they're the common denominator. Bless their hearts. And when you are one to see it so clearly, which is why I'm making this video, I want you awake, listen to how they respond when you challenge. Are they saying things like, I'm just terrible then, oh well, so leave me then? Again, the self-actualization that you're hoping for, even if it does come, I'm telling you, it's manipulation. Definitely with a romantic partner. They'll feign that. Oh, I understand. I shouldn't have done that. Then they do it again. So the behavior doesn't change, but they say sorry. So what does that tell you? If their behavior doesn't change, they don't have a problem with their behavior. If you had a problem with your behavior, you change it. So a person that doesn't change their behavior feels righteous in doing exactly what they do. I don't think bad people care if they're bad because they tend to try to justify their badness. They tend to find some loophole in life that allows them to behave that way. That's something they can tell themselves to allow in their brain a reason for them reacting or acting in a way that was ridiculous. So ridiculous, I laugh. With the toxic people that have been in my life, I think of things they've done, I laugh. And I pity them. Poor things, poor things. They think that's what life's about. Anyway, you guys, I want to mention it. Keep your eyes open.